some homework for the weekend, Activity 45, and I'm not sure I explained it well enough. And Colville, you guys weren't even here. So let's do that now. So game theory is a way to sort of explain the actions of an oligopolist because a graph isn't really sufficient. A graph doesn't really cut it. So what we do is we use game theory because in reality, an oligopolist isn't just reacting to his costs. The oligopolist is trying to figure out what their opponent is up to and how do they counter those moves. So the first example they give you here is Coke and Pepsi. So Coke and Pepsi, two big oligopolists, and they have a choice to advertise or to don't advertise. So what they're going to want to do is try and figure out what is my opponent going to do. So let's play as Coke for a minute. So Coke has to say to itself, all right, if Pepsi advertises, what should we do? And if Coke advertises, they'll make $80 million. If they don't, they'll make 45. It's better to make 80, so they'll choose that one. Okay, what if Pepsi doesn't advertise? So same thing over here, 120 is better than 100, and they're going to choose to advertise, and they're going to do that every single time. That is their dominant strategy. Pretend that says dominant. So Pepsi then has to do the exact same thing. So let's play as Pepsi now. Make Pepsi blue, the choice of a new generation. All right, so Pepsi, they have to decide what to do. So what if Coke advertises? So Pepsi can make 80 if they advertise, 45 if they don't, so they're going to do that. Okay, what if Coke doesn't advertise? Pepsi can earn 120 or 100. They'd rather have 120. And Pepsi's dominant strategy is to advertise. So they both have a dominant strategy. So this market is going to reach something called a Nash equilibrium. And that is for both of them to advertise. And Nash, named after John Nash. Go watch the movie A Beautiful Mind. It's really good. You'd enjoy it. So let's clear this off. Let's do the first one together then. So scroll down a bit. And we've got our prisoner's dilemma here, our jail situation. So Kathy and Gina have been caught cheating, and their professor wants to know if they are in cahoots of some sort, and they were. So they can confess or not confess. Those are the choices. So Kathy here has to make a decision. So Kathy has to guess, all right, Gina, what if Gina confesses? What's my best move? So if Gina confesses, Kathy's best move is she can spend 8 years in jail or 10, so she's going to want to spend only 8. Okay, what if Gina doesn't confess? If Gina doesn't confess, then she's going to want to spend 0 years in jail because that's better than a year in jail. So Kathy's dominant strategy is to confess. That's always going to get her a better outcome. Now, Gina, on the other hand, has to do this same bit of thinking. What is Kathy going to do? Because I can't really trust her. So if Kathy confesses, Gina can spend 8 or 10 years in jail. So 8, that's a better deal. Or maybe Kathy won't confess. I can spend 0 or 1. I'd rather spend 0. So Gina's dominant strategy then is to confess. Okay, so you're just trying to figure out what your opponent is going to do and do what's best for you. All right? Try the rest. We'll discuss on Monday. Good luck.